Remember that famous slogan, "Where's the beef"? It came from that classic Wendy's commercial featuring a little gray-haired grandmother holding a hamburger. She lifts off the top of the bun, she looks down at the hamburger patty, and she asks, "Where's the beef?" The message was obvious. The beef, the part that really mattered, was missing. So what's that have to do with real estate? I know you're thinking that. Actually, everything. Because in real estate, I find that people often focus on the bun. They focus on the list price. They focus on granite countertops. They focus on staging. They focus on the open house. They focus on the fancy coffee table with the books. Even sometimes the blanket on the sofa. Sometimes I think the espresso machine gets more attention than the actual negotiation. Those things matter, but they're not the beef. The beef is the deal. The beef is the strategy behind the deal. It's pricing a home with precision if you're representing the seller. It's understanding market dynamics no matter who you're representing. It's creating competition and a sense of urgency through thoughtful market price testing before listing. It's negotiating from a position of knowledge. When you're working with me, you're going to get spreadsheets. I'm going to walk you through why we're at a certain price. And ultimately, it's delivering the best possible outcome for your client, and if that's you, for you and your family. Quite simply, it's about making the best deal and getting the best deal. Hi, I'm Jonathan Slater. I'm the MBA Agent. People often ask where MBA comes from. Well, it's because I earned an MBA. Yes, and it's from Harvard Business School. Around here, I like to joke that it stands for Making Better Agreements. That's the MBA, because that's what every successful real estate transaction ultimately is all about. For more than 25 years, I've approached real estate with one guiding philosophy. Preparation beats reaction, strategy beats emotion, and informed decisions produce better outcomes. Long before I began representing buyers and sellers throughout Greater Boston, I negotiated complex transactions totaling more than $5 billion. That experience taught me that successful negotiations aren't won at the conference table. They're won long before anyone actually sits down. The homework matters. The analysis matters. The preparation matters. I know, and so do my clients. That probably sounds like something an MBA would say, and you'd be right. One of the most important decisions in any real estate transaction is pricing, whether you're a buyer or you're a seller. Price a home too high, and you risk missing the window when buyer demand is strongest. And that's at the beginning. It's always at the beginning. Sometimes it's in the first day. Sometimes it's in the first weekend, but it's at the beginning. Price it too low, and you may leave significant value on the table. That's why I take an analytic approach to pricing accuracy and market price testing. I call it quantitative analytics for real estate. I study comparable sales more intensely and more directly. I study current inventory, buyer demand, market trends, and the unique characteristics of every property. I look specifically at properties that have gone over asking. How many days over asking? What percentage over asking? What is it going to take to win, or what can we expect to get? Some people love spreadsheets, but some don't want to read a spreadsheet. They want to know what's in it. They want to know what's behind it. They want to know what it means, and they want to know where to go. But I'm there for them. We're there together. We're there to get the best results. The same philosophy applies to representing buyers. Success isn't just getting an offer accepted, although sometimes that's challenging. Believe me, I was in a transaction very recently, and there were 17 offers. This is on a $1.4 million house. Sometimes the strongest offer isn't the highest offer. Many times that's the case. And you may say, how does that happen? I'm going to show you. But you got to hire me. Sometimes the best negotiation has nothing to do with price at all. It's the strongest terms, it's certainty. And that's where quantitative analysis meets negotiation strategy. I also believe a little game theory goes a long way. Understanding incentives, anticipating the other side's next move. I'm usually thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead before we even start. And many a time clients say, well, what's going to happen after this? What's going to happen after that? I walk them through that. Often I lead them through that. That's the process of getting to yes. The commitment to preparation, pricing precision, and negotiating excellence has allowed me to consistently deliver and outperform for my clients. That's why I'm honored to be recognized as a Boston Magazine top producer. I've earned the KW Platinum Award as the top 1% producer within the Keller Williams family, the largest brokerage organization in the world, and Best of Zillow, where I'm in the top 1% as well. I have a process built on strategy. I have a process built on analysis. I have a process built on preparation. I have a process built on negotiation. At the MBA Agent, I believe smarter decisions lead to stronger negotiations. Stronger negotiations lead to better results. And better results lead to better outcomes. So the next time someone asks, where's the beef? I hope you think about real estate a little bit differently. Because the beef isn't the listing, it isn't the marketing, it isn't even the house itself. The beef is the strategy, the beef is the analysis, the beef is the negotiation. The beef is in making the best deal and getting the best deal. That's what I do every day for my clients. That's why I'm the MBA agent. Simply smarter.